Hey man, another day. Let's do it, man. Or another month, rather. November, Black Pride, Kofi. An old reggae song. Pretty good song. I'm a big reggae dancehall guy. Definitely like older reggae dancehall. Kind of. I don't know. In Jacksonville, I feel like that's a pretty big thing. Like I know New York, they got a lot of Jamaicans up there, and it's a nice bit of Jamaicans down here as well. But yeah, Jamaican music is, I feel like, a thing that if it comes on in Jacksonville, people automatically like, I love this, turn it up. So yeah, man, I've always had a strong liking for Jamaican music. So shout out to Jamaicans, man. Black Pride is very, very fire. Basically, the song is about what you think it's about, just loving being black. You Can't Stop the Rain. I have not seen BMF. I need to watch it just because I feel like this is going to be like one of them shows that people be like, you ain't see BMF. Almost like you ain't see Friday. It's like they revoking your black card from you or whatever. So hey, I want to keep my black card. I don't want my black card revoked. So I guess I have to watch BMF. So I'll watch it soon. But yeah, I know this is a song that's from, well, it's not from there, but it's played on the show a lot. So I want to check that out. But yeah, I mean, the song is amazing. Friends That Break Your Heart, man, this was stuck in my head for a little minute this month, so I had to put it in there. James Blake, I mean, he's just that guy. I mean, how much do I have to talk about this guy? I've reviewed, I think, everything from James Blake on, self-titled. I think I've reviewed everything he's put out since. So yeah, man. I mean, if you've ever watched me talk about James Blake, you know how I feel about him. So I'm not going to go into it. But yeah, man, great song. And I reviewed this album. So yeah, go look at that if you're interested in more how I feel about that song. Let It Fall. Man, bro. This brother here from the UK, just talking about this with somebody literally probably an hour ago. UK, for whatever reason, they seem like they from Alabama or something, or they went to school in Mississippi. Like they all got this soulful thing or whatever. And man, Kaleem he's not one of those people that it skips. He's one of those people with that soulful voice, man. I've been waiting for a while, waiting for a while. Let those showers fall. I've been waiting for a while, waiting for a while. Easier to do, it's easier to go. And just a little closer. Just a little closer. I know there's been rain for a while, rain for a while. I see showers grow. Bro, that nigga was talking over here, bro. Yeah, man. What do you say? Let those showers fall. There's been rain for a while, rain for a while. Fire, man. I'm just over here riffing and singing, just getting lost into the song. Love that song, man. Interviewed Kaleem Taylor. What was it, like 2 years ago? Audio came out really bad. Scrapped the interview. Gotta interview him again. He's great. Silly. Man, Denise Williams was cooking this song, bro. Like, this legit might be one of the best songs of all time. Denise Williams made Free. She made a lot of songs, It Gotta Take a Miracle. I think, like I said, Free is one of her biggest songs. But yeah, man, Silly, I mean, she was just cooking on this song, man. I mean, this is a beautiful song, bro. Love it, love it, love it. Down on My Luck, Vic Mensa. Man, I've always liked this song, but for whatever reason, it was hitting this month, man. I mean, this is not an easy song to do. Like, the flows and way he was catching, the pockets of the beat, when I get down on my luck and I get out the bus no you two way. When I get down on my luck and find like bullets in a shotgun. Hey, he was talking on this album. He was talking on this song, so man, Vic Mensa, one of the artists where he's like the biggest, not even a whatever, because he's still young, but it's just like, man, if he can find his sound and prosper in it, I love it. By the way, I cannot stress how much I love the song Silly. If you want to hear one of my favorite songs of all time, what is Eric's favorite song of all time? I don't know if it's my favorite, but one of my favorites of all time, listen to Silly. The production on that, I mean, it's an older song, like the 70s or something like that, maybe the late 60s. I don't think it's the 60s, but maybe like the 70s. And Motown era music, and she's just singing, man. So yeah, fire. Oddball featuring Rio the Young OG. Bro, this song has been my theme song. Probably the most played song in this playlist. I have been playing this nonstop every single day, man. So many bars in here. Just talking about beating up fiends and body slamming people. And he's a fiend. He dropped his lean. He had to lick the floor. I mean, it's just, honestly ridiculous. Real bars you come to love. You ever heard a real song? And this is a song I've actually never heard until this month, but it came out like in January of this year. So yeah, seen it on this girl highlight section on Instagram, and I was like, yo, Rio is snapping. So I had to go ask her, like, what is this? She told me, and here we are. Man, Alvin Island, C. Robin. If you're a KTT user watching this, you know who C. Robin is. If you don't use KTT, or if you never used KTT back in the day, C. Robin was a legend on the Kanye to the forum. The first, like, user on the site to promote their music. Usually you get, when you post your music on the site and you're like a user, you get moved to this section called the Creator Showcase. Nobody goes there. So it's basically like, get out of the main music section. He posted his junk. He had more pages to his thread of his debut release mixtape than Wale did to whatever album he dropped that day. I remember it had like 50 pages in like 14 hours or something like that. And I say a lot of pages for just a regular person. And I think Wale had like 10 or something. It was amazing to watch. So shout out to C. Robin, a.k.a. Alvin Island. This song has been stuck in my head, man. This might be up there with the Oddball song, how much I done played it, man. Subi, I'm a one of a kind. I pass that hoe like a dime. Hey, pass that hoe like a dime. Hey, this song is so addictive. He produces it, he sings it, he writes it, and man, he tells me that he may have something up his sleeve where he may be getting to a pop bag. And if you ever heard Order 66, which is one of his best mixtapes, albums, whatever you want to call it, man, I love C. Robin. That's a whole different conversation. I could talk about my boy all the time, man. Shout out to the C. Robin. Lack. Man, I used to love this song, man. Can lack on the doors and under the doors ain't no sticky icky with the, hey, this is so good. And then Fergie had a good verse on here. Just good stuff, man. Shout out to that. Shout out You Crazy, Diamond Parts 1, whatever. This is in here because for the longest, what was it, like the intro to the second disc, I think it was Justin Scott, whatever Big Crit real name is, on what was it? What was Big Crit album name? Big Crit? I forget. What was that album that came out in 2017? Whatever the name of the album is, it's slipping my mind right now. The second half of that had like an intro. I think it's called Justin Scott. I thought that was like some old Motown song that he sampled. But I think that was all original music, which blows my mind that he comprised that and composed that himself, because I only seen he was the only producer listed. So I don't know if there's samples in there or if he... I don't know if he, like I said, I don't know if he wrote that music or whatever, or if he scored that. I have no idea. So it blew my mind. And it sounds like Shine On You Crazy Diamond by Pink Floyd. So go listen to those two songs. You'll hear the similarities. And, man, I want to interview Big Crit so bad. That's one of my favorite artists of all time. And I kind of want to ask him about that because, like I said, this whole time I thought that was like a sample of just some old music or whatever. He just threw it on there. Mountains. Man, she's so good, bro. This is so fire. Low key, she's like the new Adele. Like, she's like the, I don't know, man. I may be vibing with her a little bit more than I am Adele right now. Charlotte is cooking on this entire album. One of my favorite albums of the year. It's super duper good. No misses. This is my favorite song. Probably the one that gets stuck in my head the most. Shout out to Charlotte Day, man. If that interests you, go for it, man. You won't. I don't know why I got that boost of energy. I'm kind of tired, so I gotta hype myself up. But yeah, go for it. I promise you won't regret it. Lies. All I'm hearing is lies. Hey, you guys see me interview DJ Lucas last year. If you didn't, New York rapper, white guy, but not like New York. He's like Rochester, New York. Or no, he's from Boston. I'm tripping. He's not from New York at all. He's from Boston. And I think he ended up moving up to like Rochester, New York, but he's from Boston. And boy, he's a character. He's an enigma. He's different. He can rap really well. And he does production on some of these songs. I mean, he's just super good, man. This is the intro to the album, and he was just rapping his behind off, man. So if you just want to hear somebody rap over a soulful beat, just going, and like a very minimal hook, lies, all they be telling me lies, and he just rapping on this, and you know, I love it, man. Shout out to DJ. I pray for my enemies. It's Dolph, man. Rest in peace. What, bro? Broke my heart when I seen him, man. Real nigga, I pray for my enemies. That's the realest. That's one of the realest bars ever said in a rap song, bro. Real nigga, I pray for my enemies. That hit right there, man. That hit a nigga right there, man. Because That just show you how much of a solid nigga Dolph was, man. Dolph really moved like one of the most solid individuals we seen in rap. Very Nipsey like, very, I always say Jesus like, because those are the people that seem to be living for the people, giving back to the people, selfless people, living like Jesus. And I respect that about him. And like I said, you can't get no more real than praying for people that literally want you dead. You know what I'm saying? You know how much forgiveness and selflessness you have to pray for somebody who don't even want you on earth no more? That's the most vulnerable moment, to be praying, your eyes closed, you on the ground, and you talking to the person that made you your creator, and you ain't even thinking, or maybe I'm pretty sure he does, but you know, you could be thinking about yourself, your family, or whatever, and while you may pray for them, in that same breath, you still got in your mind, I'm finna pray for them people too, because you know, you ain't even wishing bad on them. You like, man, you know what I'm saying? Just give it up to them. I pray for my enemies. Fire song, man. I mean, he was just snapping on here, man. Love that song. Menace. I think there's a Jesus bar in here by Hot Boy. By the way, rest in peace, Dolph, one more time. But yeah, I think Menace has like a freaking Jesus bar on here. Some niggas try to spin Jesus. I'm on the block with gorillas. No, I'm here with the billies. Hey, Hot Boy be spazzing, bro. Mad he ain't put out nothing this year. I don't know. We still got December. I know he got a trial going on, so I don't know where his head at. But no, the trial got pushed back until next year. So I don't know. Maybe he just still, you know, kind of got it on his mind. But hey, big Hot Boy fan. Love that nigga. Interviewed him on Complex. My first ever thing I wrote on Complex. That was his real first ever big interview. It didn't come out before like a lot, because I think like Vlad did like interviews or whatever, but I did the interview before that. My interview just came out after, so I'm always tied with that nigga. Like I feel like then we kind of did our both, like our first big release, you know what I'm saying, media wise, was with each other, and we both Florida boys. So shout out to Hot Boy. He was so cool, bro. I really hope I could put that video out one day. That's really one of my favorite interviews, because he didn't want the interview to stop. And I go look at other interviews of Hot Boy. He quiet. He be drinking. He just be all over the place. Like he don't want to be there. Nigga, that's the only interview I've ever seen where he was engaged. He laughing. You feel like we was related because we both from Florida. And that was just, man, you can't tell, but that was really like a good moment for me, man, because I was like, man, we felt like, I don't know, it's like we made it. Like, you feel me? But man, that was a really, really good interview. Come on, man. I told my nigga pay for Haiti and he told me to the all route. I told my nigga pay for Haiti and he told me to the all route. Bro, that's that fire right there, man. I don't know what else he says, because he's speaking in Creole the entire time, and I'm not a Haitian nigga, so I don't know what he's saying, but he was snapping on this, man. Fire, man. Shout out to K Tronada for the beat. Another person I really want to interview. K Tronada seemed like a cool nigga, but yeah, man, fire song. And I think he put out an album on the 3rd of December. Today's the 1st of December, so can't wait for that. Hey, I've reviewed all of I reviewed these 2 albums. After last night, just reviewed that. Go look at that review if you want to really understand, because I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time right now. Reaching too much. I think it's actually been here probably like twice before, because I really like that song. It's one of my favorite Anderson .Paak songs ever. So, fire. Layla Hathaway just doesn't miss when she's a feature. Make a song about me. This is a nigga that my homeboy Ken kind of put me on. And this song, I can see being a hit. Like, I can see this being on people's stories. Just this ain't that type of phone. I can see people, like, hyping that up. Like, this ain't that type of phone. I can see girly hit my phone. Like, it's just this whole song about, like, this isn't that type of phone. She want to make a song about me, but it's a track. Like, you have to listen to it. It's a very catchy song. And Bruck a rap. So, shout out to Flex Sinatra. 2010, Earl. You know this had to be on here. Can't wait for that. When that dropped, that don't drop 3rd. Did I drop the 3rd? Yeah, if Earl dropping the 3rd, what a day for hip hop. What a day for hip hop. But I don't think he's dropping the 3rd. I don't know. I gotta go check. But yeah, shout out to Earl, man. Fire song. Different. Doesn't sound like anything we've heard so far, so I'm interested. Smoking Out the Window. Smoking Out the Window. Like I said, go look at the review, man. I freaking love this album. Make It Snow. You see Bobby Fishkill at the bottom. I was just playing it before I hopped on here. All I wanted was a fork and a bowl. The countryest nigga of all time. Signed to Jay-Z, Florida rapper from Quincy, Florida, over there by like Tallahassee. Like I said, super duper country nigga, but boy, he can rap, man. As you see, signed by Jay-Z. Ain't no reason the nigga ain't, he just signed him for no reason. So yeah, man, go check out my boy Bobby Fishscale, man. Love that nigga. He be having the most brokest bars of all time. Bobby Fishscale said that he said he done broke a world record 9 days he ain't bathed. That's when I knew he was something special. He said, I used to eat the red thing around bologna meat. Go listen to whole flow by him and tell me that nigga don't be snapping. Hey man, some Elton John. I was at CVS, play a little Elton John. I'm like, you know what? It's that fire. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put this on the playlist. So yeah, man, shout out to Elton John, man. Shout out to Elton John. Also, Master P by Golden Boy Count Up. He's the future, bro. He is the future of hip hop. If you don't know, now you know. Golden Boy Count Up, literally, he's the future of hip hop. Go listen to him. I love this nigga. Signed to Rod Wave, a rapper from Dealin, Florida. This song has been stuck in my head all freaking day. He dropped this on Thanksgiving. All I played on Thanksgiving was this. The intro, I think he say he was in Cleveland. He served a junkie. Nigga looked like Kid Cudi. Like, he was just talking on this album, bro. If you just want to hear a nigga from Florida just rapping, no hooks, just straight going, bro. Short songs, just bars. Go listen to my boy Golden. Love Your Family by Boosie, man. I didn't know this song existed literally until Thanksgiving. This song legit might be the most catchiest song. I tried to get it out of my head. I could not, man. Love your family. Like, he's just singing about loving your family. Ooh, granny put her feet in it. Talking about like cooking food with the family or whatever. This is a pretty just outrageous song. Some Boosie blues album. But hey, man, go from Elton John to Boosie. The range that this playlist has is quite amazing. And lastly, we go to Selling That Shit. Fire, man. Bobby Fishscale did his thing on here. Shout out to Bobby Fishscale. Like I said, he was rapping. He was rapping on here, basically saying that he said, nigga said I was evil for selling that shit, but how could you say that when I paid my mama rent? And he was going back and forth between, like, selling poison to the community, but hey, I needed to because my mama needed it. So, classic tale of drug dealers, and loved it, man. Hope you love this playlist. And hopefully you love, I would say hopefully you love me, but you probably not love me. I'm a loser. You know how to do that. So, hey, I'm out of here. Have a blessed day.